Hi guys, we welcome you once again to our channel as we unfold yet another chapter to the interesting history of Delhi.
There is rarely any monument in Delhi that holds within its secrets and remains of old ancient civilization as this one.
There are many fascinating aspects to this city, which is littered with monuments that still speak silent tales of the past they have seen. It is said that the present New Delhi is built on 7 cities, each established by the reigning empire of that era. One among those is the majestic citadel of Purana Qila that stands as an icon of not just the glorious past of Delhi, but also how deep history runs here. The present citadel was established by Mughal Emperor Humayun and further constructed by Afghan ruler Sher Mandal. The numerous excavations that were carried out point towards a much deeper history of Purana Qila. It is believed that this very land was once a glorious city of Indraprasth ruled by the Pandavas. The close proximity to river Yamuna made it an important site for trade activity in the Mauryan, Shunga, Kushana, Rajput and Mughal eras.
Humayun chose this location to build the citadel of his city Deenpana, whose construction began in 1533, though the work had to be temporarily halted as the emperor was defeated and forced to flee in the year of 1540, and the unfinished citadel fell into the hand of Afghan ruler Sher Suri.
Suri was not just an able general but also a great builder who is credited with extending the Grand Trunk Road. For few years, Sher Shah had hold of Purana Qila and the sprawling city around it. He called this place Shergarh and also added a few monuments to the massive fort. Not many years later, Humayun managed to win back the citadel in the year 1555 and completed the unfinished work to the fort that Sher Shah had left behind. There are many other famous places around the Purana Qila which are definitely worth a visit, and the most popular among the lot is the National Zoological Park, which has a wide variety of birds and animals. Another major attraction of the Purana Qila was the boat ride that attracted many visitors, mainly children, though the facility has been temporarily shut down and the water from Yamuna that was sourced through a borewell has dried up.
The Khairul Manzil Masjid was built by Mahamanga, the famous wet nurse of Emperor Akbar. The masjid still remains open for visitors, though it too has lost most of its grandeur and glory. The masjid showcases the earlier Mughal architecture, though its inner sanctum bears distinct resemblance to the Delhi Sultanate pattern. Located right in front of the Purana Qila, Khairul Manzil Masjid can be visited at any time of the day, though it is advisable to visit the place in a group and not to carry any valuables along during the visit. Try planning a visit in early morning hours during summer month and also skip a tour of this place on Friday, as that is the day when devotees offer namaz. The location of Purana Qila makes it all the more charming and also an accessible spot as far as commuting is concerned. You can easily reach this place via the Blue Line metro, for which you need to get down at Pragati Maidan and take an auto directly for Purana Qila. The fort remains open from 10 a.m. in the morning to 5 p.m. in the evening from Tuesday to Sunday.
The entrance ticket to Purana Qila is fairly cheap and cost about ₹15 and ₹5 for Archaeological Museum for Indian nationals. For foreigners, it's ₹100 per head.
As you enter this magnanimous citadel, the first thing to catch your eye as you move up the slanting path is the Bada Darwaza. This impressive doorway is the main gate to enter the Purana Qila. Not unlike many citadels of the ancient times, the old fort is surrounded by a wide moat which is connected to the river Yamuna.
There are 3 gates to the Purana Qila, and the entrance into the citadel presently is through the Bada Darwaza. Other notable feature of the fort is the solid structure of the bastion ramparts that surround it. The towering walls stand at an impressive height of 18-meter high and have openings for arrows and guns. The gate is a double-story structure constructed using sandstone, colored marble embellishments and blue tile work. The enclosure wall inside has 2 half tombs each side.
As you move further, you see the immense greenery all around the various monuments dotted inside the Qila.
The main gate is flanked with disintegrating ramparts and cells on both sides, which are now used by the Archaeological Department of India.
On the right hand side of the Bada Darwaza is the Archaeological Museum, which has exhibits from the excavations carried out at this place.
These exhibits throw a vast deal of light on what dwelt inside the fort complex and how life was back then.
The second gate of Purana Qila is the northern gate, which goes by the name of Qila-i Darwaza and was built in 1543-44. What was once a glorious piece of architecture with beautiful balconies, chhatris and pavilions now lies mostly in ruins, although some of its marble carvings have withstood the test of time. The pointed arcs are a reflection of Islamic architecture, while the chhatris and brackets are a reflection of Hindu designs. Some parts of the northern gate are closed for the tourist as the structure is decaying and its upper stories are not safe anymore.
The Qila-i Darwaza, or the Forbidden Gate, has a fascinating history behind it. While no one knows how the gate got such a name, but there are some interesting stories surrounding it. According to one legend, the king left from this doorway to fight in a battle and asked his subjects to not open the door until he returns back victorious. Sadly, he met his demise in the battleground and the doomed doorway never opened. Though there is no concrete proof to this story, and Humayun, who last occupied this fort, met his death in an entirely different way.
The remnants of Purana Qila sit as if between 2 different realms, surrounded by the modern, and as a cozy hideaway for many youngsters. The solitary ruins speak a story of what was once a glorious empire. Many inhabited this place and added to the appeal and mystery of this formidable citadel. Recent excavations have discovered a lot more to the history of this place, but still the true past of many of these scattered ruins remains undiscovered.
The south gate of Purana Qila is also known as Humayun Darwaza, probably because Humayun built it or because Humayun tomb is visible from here. Interestingly, an inscription in ink on the gate refers to Sher Shah with the date as 1543 to 44. Its distinctive architecture makes it all the more remarkable, and this was one of the 2 gates that were open for entry inside the old fort.
Some notable monuments in the Purana Qila are the Qila-i-Kuhna Mosque, Sher Mandal, Hammam and the Bauli. Apart from these four structures, there are many archways and ruins in the fort. This chunk of past has retained not just a hint of its glory, but is also one of the most serene places in this bustling city.
Perhaps the most remarkable monument inside the old fort is the Qila-i-Kuhna Mosque, which was built by Sher Suri in the year 1540. The beautiful craftsmanship, along with the use of gold, lapis lazuli and other precious stones, added to the beauty of this once regal monument.
The Qila-i-Kuhna was initially meant to be built solely out of marble, but due to the lack of material, red stones had to be used. This single-aisled mosque was probably used by the rulers as a Friday mosque.
Heavily incorporating the Afghan style of architecture, the mosque has 5 sets of horseshoe-shaped arcs. The main arc is more ornate with extensive use of white marble. The 5 mihrabs inside are also designed corresponding to each bay and look marvelous with the use of dark and light stones. The mosque has 2 internal staircases located in the end bays which were used to reach the terrace. The one on the right led to an upper story where female courtiers prayed, while the arched doorway on the left with ornate jharokhas was specially reserved for the royal family. The courtyard in the front once had a tank and fountain, but now it lies vacant.
One of the most important structure of Purana Qila is Sher Mandal, which stands south to the mosque. Built by Sher Suri, this was one of the first personal observatory tower in Delhi. The building is an octagonal red sandstone tower which was built by Suri in 1541 and has managed to withstand the test of time.
What makes Sher Mandal all the more interesting is the sad tale of Humayun's demise connected with this observatory. The Mughal emperor was a keen astronomical stargazer, and one unfortunate evening, while he was deeply engrossed in his hobby, he heard the call for the evening prayer. In his hurry to get down, Humayun stumbled upon the staircase and fell down, injuring himself badly. He succumbed to his injuries a few days later. Prior to the construction of the Humayun's tomb, his body was placed inside this library cum observatory that remains closed off to the public.
Located between the Qila-i-Kuhna Masjid and the pavilion of the Sher Mandal is the Purana Qila Bauli. The Stepwell is kept closed and visitors can only see it from the outside.
Nearly 89 flights of steps, this Bauli goes down to the depth of 22 meters. It was once a great source for accessing the water of Yamuna for storage, irrigation and other purposes.
Another important monument which now stands in ruin is the Hammam or the bathhouse of Purana Qila. Essentially a Mughal structure, the Hammam had provision for both hot and cold water. The underground chambers are still accessible and has the remains of water chutes and terracotta pipes.
Undergoing its last stage of excavation, the Purana Qila is revealing more of its hidden history. Though some of its past has been unearthed, much of it remains to be dug out, quite literally.
We hope you liked this video and it has stirred in you the curiosity to explore such places.
If you like what you saw and wish to see more such videos, then like this video and share it in your circle.
And don't forget to subscribe our channel.
and also share your views in the comment section down below. We would love to hear from you.
Thank you.